Hi, welcome to Rossen Reports Live. I'm Jeff Rossen. Hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. Here in South Florida, it is freezing. In fact, I was looking yesterday and somebody told me, I haven't checked this, but that it was like colder here yesterday at one point than it was in Alaska. So I don't know what's going on, but I mean, by the way, when I talk about cold, I'm talking about like 45 degrees. So don't hate me. I lived in the Northeast for a really long time and I hated Florida people who are like, it's freezing, it's 50, but I'm not one of those people. I think something happens to your blood. I'm a total weakling. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for joining the show. We have a big show today. We are talking about Costco versus Sam's Club. Who's really the cheapest? Who has the better membership fees? What about the quality between Kirkland and the Sam's Club version of Kirkland, which is Members Mark, and all the other products? We are comparing everything from paper goods to chicken to meat to, the toilet paper, the paper towels, dog food, tomato sauce, olive oil, and we're also checking the quality for you as well. So it's a really big show, and by the time you walk out of here, you will know for sure there is a clear winner of who is cheaper and who is better, Costco versus Sam's Club. We're also got to talk to you today about a huge data breach that just happened with one of the biggest car makers, 2.7 million people impacted. We'll let you know how you can find out if you've actually been wrapped up in this. And what a data breach means is, and this is in this case, social security numbers, names, and driver's license numbers. You can do a lot with that. There is a place you can go to find out if you are a victim of this breach or other breaches. It's a simple website. It's free. It's vetted by Rossen Report, so you're all good to go. It's safe. So we're going to tell you how to do that. Pasta prices, have you heard about this? Set to double with new tariffs being imposed potentially by the Trump administration, 107% tariffs. We're going to show you all the brands of pasta that could be affected, when it's going to happen, and what you should do right now. The shutdown, we keep hearing the shutdown's about to end. The shutdown's about to end, but guess what? A million flights have been canceled and delayed. It's still happening. And even when the government reopens, it doesn't just happen like that where flights are back to normal again. So we're going to tell you how long it's going to take. Plus, we mentioned something on this show last week. Like, hey, why doesn't the FAA do this? Ground private jets so commercial airlines can fly more and they don't have to cancel as many flights. Well, guess what? I think they may have been listening. We're going to update you on that. Marriott just kicked out a bunch of people out of their hotel rooms across the country. Just kicked them out mid-vacation because they pulled their licensing deal with another hotel chain they worked with. What? We're going to show you the letter, and you're going to hear from some of the people that just got kicked out and what you can do right now ahead of your vacation to make sure that your hotel is owned and operated by the big chain and not one of these license situations, because that's when things can get dicey. The hotel may say Marriott on it, but it may not be owned by Marriott. So we're going to kind of walk you through that and how to know what you're doing. YouTube is issuing $20 credits because this whole Disney debacle, ESPN, Hulu, ABC, not on YouTube TV because this carriage dispute, more Monday Night Football. I think this was the second Monday Night Football where people didn't have it. So how to claim your $20 credit. And we also have our live product test. We always try different products every single day live, unedited. We try it before you buy it so you don't waste your money. And this is a heated ice cream scooper. You hold it down right there, supposedly. I just want to play this. And look, it says that it's 104 degrees, 105 degrees, 107 degrees. And this is pretty warm. So I have some ice cream in the freezer right now. We're going to see if this heated ice cream scooper really works, how much it costs, the whole schmeal. So we got all that for you, but we do want to start with this. Oh, by the way, make sure to like this video right now. It really helps. Please like the video, join the chat, subscribe to our channel. Let us know where you're from, where you're watching from, how you doing, and also comment through the show. We read everything, and I comment back as much as I can. And while we're on here, I'll talk to you too. Hey, from Michigan. Julie is there. My husband and I are so glad we found your channel. Thank you so much, Julia, and to your husband as well. Clearly very smart people in Michigan. Colorado, what's going on, Charissa? Thank you so much for joining. So let us know. And, like I said, good comments. You don't like what we're doing, tell us those comments too. It's all good. So let's talk about this data breach. It's from Hyundai. 2.7 million people wrapped up in this. So hackers were in their system And this was like their main, it's like their main, like, what do you call it? The nerve center for Hyundai. These hackers were in there for 9 days stealing your information undetected. Can you imagine robbers walking around the bank vault for 9 days, able to do whatever they wanted? That's what happened here. And they stole a treasure trove of information that can be highly damaging to you. From your name, they got social security numbers, and they got driver's license numbers. And that's really all you need to wreak havoc in your life. So this was absolutely huge. To find out if you were a victim of this or any other data breach, first of all, Hyundai is sending out letters. And I believe we have a copy of that letter. So if you get this letter, notice of data breach, it's not a scam, it's real. Take a look at this and, take a photo of it here on the screen. So if you get it, because they're just sending them out now. This data breach actually happened in February. They're only disclosing it now, which also seems like totally shady to me. Like, how do you let me walk around for all these months and not tell me that my information's been stolen? I could have been changing my passwords. I could have been putting a freeze on my credit. But alas, it's been all these months, and they're just telling us about it now. So if you get this letter, and if you're with Hyundai, if you have a Hyundai car, if you have a lease with them, I want you to immediately freeze your credit on the 3 credit reporting agencies, okay? TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. Go on there, just hit freeze my credit. What that does is, if hackers and criminals are trying to open a loan, open a credit card under your name because they have your social security number in your name, it doesn't let them, and you get notified. So immediately do that. And as always, when this stuff happens and you're a victim, I do think you should change your passwords on everything as well. For all of us, whether you own a Hyundai or not, there's an amazing website that I want you to go to. It's called haveibeenpwned.com. I know it's a weird word. I'm going to put it up here. This is the website. I want you to write it down. So it's haveibeenpwned.com. And we have it on the bottom of the screen too. So basically it's haveibeenowned.com, but with a P instead of the W. And when you go to this website, and this is a fully legit website, it's going to ask for your, let me put this back on there. It's going to ask for your email address right there. So I'm actually going to put my email address in here. And you hit check. Okay, you hit that little blue button that says check. And hold on a minute. It's finding it. I don't want to show you this. This is a lot of personal information here, but I've been involved in 3 data breaches myself, including a LinkedIn. Yeah, I can show you a little bit of it here. It tells you when. In April of 2021, my information was leaked from a data breach with LinkedIn. That's the LinkedIn logo. Let's see what else I got. Now, here's another one, October of 2019. I was a customer of PDL. That's important. I've never heard of PDL. There are data breaches almost every day with companies you've never heard of, because the big companies you do business with, Amazon, your insurance company, your bank, your electric company, your phone company, they all do business with these small third-party vendors who keep all their data and keep all your information. They get hacked, and then you're screwed, and you've never heard of them. And then look, back in 2012, it goes back really far, another LinkedIn data breach. So go to, I'm going to show you this website again. Let me get rid of my email so you're not, got to keep some things private. We're friends, but got to keep some things. That's the website right there, haveibeenpwned.com. I want you to go, everybody right now, go on this website. You're going to be obsessed with the data breaches. Have I been pwned? And by the way, it's here. This lives in perpetuity online, so if you missed it, it'll be replayed over and over again. So that's what I want you to do. Now let's talk about the other big story, which is that pasta prices can double. They are set to double here in the U.S. in January. The Trump administration announcing potential 107% tariff. 107% tariff on Italian pasta makers. All the imported pasta that comes here from Italy, 107% tariff. And it could double in price. Here's a news clip. Let's roll clip 1.
The U.S. government is threatening 13 Italian pasta makers with a 107% tariff, accusing the companies of dumping cheap products in the United States, undercutting American companies. The Italian brands have denied any wrongdoing.
Most of our clientele is coming here to buy Italian imported products, especially pasta.
For Salvador Piccolo, owner of Piccolo's Italian specialty store in Ridgewood, New Jersey, the new duties could be bad for business. 95% of the products he sells are imported from Italy.
If prices go up, how will you pay for that?
We can only absorb so much. At the end, most likely it'll be passed down to the end consumer.
That's something they're trying to avoid at Sicily Osteria in New York City. The restaurant has stopped using pasta from Italy, instead choosing to make it themselves for less.
We don't import anymore, but now we produce, and that makes us better as a company. We have the opportunity to grow and invest a little bit more in the future.
So look,
as far as the tariffs, they're just a proposal right now and wouldn't go into effect until January. Here at Piccolo's, they sell 4 of the 13 brands of pasta that would either double in price or disappear off store shelves altogether.
Oops, jump the gun there. Sorry, Meg. I actually used to work with Meg like 2 decades ago. Great reporter. So, yeah, I mean, there are a couple things going on here, right? Not only could pasta prices double, they may be taken off store shelves entirely because these grocery stores are basically going to say it's not worth the money. No one's going to buy them. So they just won't import them anymore. So they could go away. Let's put up that list again, in case you missed some of the brands that are affected, and you can check this list to see if you buy anything. What I noticed immediately was Barilla, which is a huge company. One thing with Barilla, they have U.S. manufactured pasta, and they also have Italian manufactured pasta. So if you have Barilla, check the box, check the packaging for all of these, and see if it's made in the U.S. or imported from Italy. If you like the pasta that's made from Italy, buy in bulk now. You have until January before these prices start shooting up. So there you go on the pasta. Double in price, though. Come on. We're a big pasta house here, so I'm not loving that. The shutdown, flight chaos continues. On Tuesday, 1,200 flights were canceled, and I'm looking at these latest numbers. 3,600 flights were delayed, and we're all kind of celebrating because we're like, ooh, the government shutdown, I think, is coming to an end. And even if that happens, it turns out, it doesn't much matter because it's going to take days, even weeks, even once the government is reopened, and that hasn't happened yet. The bill has passed the House. It still has to pass the Senate. Hasn't happened yet. They haven't voted on it. But even if it does reopen, let's say today, it's going to be days, even weeks, because here's what I want you to think about. This is a major operation, these airlines. Planes are in different cities right now. Planes are all over the place in the country. They're not where they're supposed to be. Flight crews, flight attendants, pilots, they're not where they're supposed to be. So everyone's been moved around because of the delays and cancellations. It's going to take days or even weeks to get everyone back into place and the schedules back as well. So even if the shutdown ends and you have a flight coming up in the next week or so, it's still going to be impacted. And in fact, we're just, 2 weeks away now from the huge Thanksgiving rush. There is a very good chance, even if the government reopens, that your flight is still going to be impacted for the holidays. So we're going to keep you posted on this. I just didn't want you to think the minute the government reopens that it's over. There is one piece of good news. Last week on this show, we played a clip from a News Nation anchor. It's a cable news channel that said, hey, he was just kind of thinking, why don't they ground private jets? All these rich people are flying around on private jets. And by the way, it takes as much work for an air traffic controller to direct a private jet versus a commercial airliner. We're canceling all these commercial flights. Why aren't we canceling and saying, hey, private jets, stay on the ground so we can cancel less commercial flights and keep them running? I think the FAA may have been listening. Roll this. This is clip number 2 from the Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, today.
You fly here today on a private plane?
Did I fly here on a private? I wish. By the way, had I flown on a private plane, I would not have landed here at O'Hare because we have restrictions at LAX, Seattle, Denver, O'Hare, Boston, Newark, JFK, Atlanta, Dallas. You can't fly a private aircraft into those airports, the top 12. With some small exceptions to that rule, you can't fly in a private aircraft. So no one's flying in here, but for those small exceptions. We've reduced private jet travel or general aviation by 10%. as well as if there are delays in the system, cancellations in the system. We've also put in restrictions that say commercial aircraft take a priority.
All right, so that's good. And, you know, the whole thinking behind that was you start grounding these private jets, watch how fast the rich people on them start calling their senators, because those are the donors, right? Those are the people that are funding all these politicians on both sides of the aisle. So that's what gets things moving. You start impacting them, and it has the ancillary benefit of helping us as well, because our flights don't get canceled because the less of those private jets in the air. So that's a good thing. Now, the other thing to mention is that the list is growing of airlines that are allowing you to change your flight or even cancel your flight and get a refund before it's ever impacted. And here's the list of those airlines: Delta, United, Southwest, and American are allowing you to change your flight with no fee and cancel your flight with no fee, even if it's still on time for them. So in case you don't want to deal with all the mishigas at the airport, you're flying out in 2 days, it's still showing on time, you know, you don't feel like dealing with it, you can cancel it and get your money back. Delta, United, Southwest, American, and you can change your flights too. If your flight is canceled, just to remind you, you are automatically due a refund. Don't let them try to give you a voucher. I've heard reports of some airlines telling customers, hey, we'll give you a voucher for a future flight. No, you owe me money. My money back the way I paid, right on my credit card, right on my debit card, however you paid, they owe you cash. Do not let them get out of that. The other way is if your flight is delayed domestically by 3 hours or more, or internationally 6 hours or more, boop, you can get a refund. You can't take that flight, but you can get a refund. And what I always say is take the refund, go online and try to find another airline that's flying to your destination if you're stuck at the airport, and book that flight with the money that they've given you back. So those are the things that you should be doing, but this is not ending anytime soon. We'll keep you posted. I was telling you a lot of guests. I mean, speaking of vacation, imagine finally getting to your destination. We're on vacation. We did it. And then you're at your hotel in the middle of the night, you get an email saying, oh yeah, you need to get out. Get the hell out of here. It happened to a hotel and apartment chain called Sonder, Sonder. They have an agreement and a partnership with Marriott. So a lot of this was labeled as Marriott. People thought they were staying at Marriott's. And all of a sudden they get a letter in the mail. Here's the letter. Can we show that letter real quick, Sam? And I want to read to you what it said. It says, we regret to inform you, imagine being on vacation getting this. We regret to inform you our contract with Marriott has ended. We are unable to continue your reservation beyond today. A refund will be processed, but contact customer care. What? You're like, wait a second. What do you mean our partnership with Marriott? I thought we were staying at a Marriott. So this just happened to a whole lot of people. Roll clip number 3. You can hear from some of the guests that were impacted. What's going on here?
Guests have been left blindsided and stranded after Marriott announced that it's ending its partnership with Sonder.
Random email from Marriott being like, Marriott and Sonder have canceled their partnership. Your existing reservation is no longer in effect. You need to move out immediately. And we're like, wait, what?
Our New York City hotel reservation just got canceled. We were supposed to be staying with the Marriott through Sonder, and they just canceled their partnership together, and now we're left without a hotel.
Yesterday, both future guests as well as those currently staying at Marriott hotels through Sonder received emails. They were told that their upcoming reservations are canceled, and the people staying in these hotels were told, you have to get out. Sonder's whole deal, I think, is that they're supposed to be kind of like an Airbnb disruptor. They offer these short-term rentals as well as apartment-style hotels that have longer-term amenities like a full kitchen, in-unit laundry, that kind of stuff, but with some of the same accommodations you might get from a luxury hotel, like a front desk. I don't know. I don't have this money. Anyway, because of all of this, several people have had their plans completely disrupted. People have been trying to find ways to rebook accommodations at the same price or even a similar price, and having a lot of difficulty because a lot of the times it seems like these people are booking well in advance when prices are lower, and now they're just higher. And there's very limited information right now about what Marriott is doing to accommodate these guests.
Yeah, that's what's so annoying. Marriott's like, hey, you can get a refund, but who cares? I'm on vacation right now. I need a hotel. There are a couple of things I want you to do if you have an upcoming vacation. Obviously, if you're with Sonder, they're about to declare bankruptcy. So not only has their licensing deal with Marriott gone away, they're about to be in the toilet. So if you have a Sonder reservation, contact Marriott right now and get your refund and rebook as soon as possible. But this is actually a good lesson that we don't talk about enough in the hotel industry. It's like the dirty little secret. When you book a hotel and it says Marriott, you may have even booked it through the Marriott website. And by the way, it's not just Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, whoever else, all the big chains. It may not be an owned and operated hotel by that company. They have licensing deals with tons of just like small operators all over the country, all over the world, that, you know, may own 3 hotels or 1 hotel, and they slap a Marriott on or they slap a Hyatt on, and they're able to use them to book, you know, for marketing, and then Marriott or Hyatt or whatever gets a piece of the action. But those deals can go away overnight like this, and then all of a sudden you're screwed. So if you have an upcoming vacation, I want you to call the hotel right now. Just go onto your reservation, go into the Marriott app or the Hilton app or whatever, and go on and call the actual hotel and say, hey, are you owned and operated by the chain, or are you an independent hotel chain that has a licensing agreement? If they have a licensing agreement, just know this kind of thing can happen. Now, does it happen often? No. But when it does happen, it really sucks because it's happening when you're stranded in the middle of vacation and you're basically out on the street homeless looking for another hotel, booking last minute, so you're going to pay a ton of money. So my advice is call your hotel chain right now and work that out. The other thing I want to talk about, and coming up in just 1 second, we have our Costco versus Sam's Club. Just it's an amazing show we have for you. Tons of videos, price comparisons, quality, membership costs. Did you know Costco does travel? Sam's Club does travel too. We're going to compare who does it better, plus the credit cards, the Sam's Club credit card versus the Costco credit card, which one is better. So it's our full Costco versus Sam's Club show coming up in just a second. But I do want to tell you, so much is going on in the world that I just got to get it out of my system before I can kind of settle in and talk to you about this other stuff with Costco and Sam's Club. YouTube is offering credits, $20 for this Disney mess. You probably know 10 million people right now don't have access to ABC, Hulu, ESPN. And again, if you're a sports fan, this is a big deal. You've now gone through 2 Monday Night Footballs without it. YouTube is now offering $20 credits. So if you get this email from YouTube, it's not a scam. It's legit. They're offering you $20 back. But a lot of people are complaining that Disney is making it, YouTube is making it really, really hard to get the credit. You can't do it through the mobile app. They're not letting you do through the mobile app, which it really pisses me off. Like, you've inconvenienced us and you're getting all this press. Oh, YouTube is giving $20 credits. And I know we're on YouTube right now, but sorry, I speak truth to power. This is what we do. We're not censored here at Rossen Reports. We go after anybody who deserves it. They're making it really difficult. You can't do it through the app. Instead, you have to go on the web browser. So even if you get this email, it's not just like, oh, they're automatically crediting my account, which they could do. They know who's subscribed to Disney. They know it because they sent you the letter. You have to go on and you have to go to settings, then go to updates. Then there's a button called claim credit. So go into your YouTube account, YouTube TV account, settings, updates. Why the hell would you have to go to updates? I don't know, making it hard. And then there's a button that says claim credit to get your $20. Meanwhile, people are losing their minds over the fact they don't have sports, and there's no end in sight. Apparently, the CEO of Disney, Bob Iger, was just visiting ABC Studios, I think yesterday or maybe Monday this week, and basically told them we're at an impasse. We're not going to blink, and it doesn't look like YouTube is going to blink either. And now this sports reporter from Barstool Sports absolutely lost his mind over all this. Roll clip number 12.
I think we should stand up right now and point 2 fingers. Point one of them at YouTube TV and point the other one at Disney, ESPN, ABC. Y'all. We have 13 or 14 of these weekends a year. They are special. They are precious. We wait all year for them. And you greedy, whether it's ESPN and Disney wanting more money than God, or YouTube TV, who promised me an easier experience. It was supposed to get easier. Streaming was supposed to make it easier. And it just made it harder. It's made it more f***ed up. Used to, I knew where everything was. I could go there. I could watch it, whatever. Now, I'm paying 800 different people, $800 billion different dollars, and I don't know where anything is. And I go on ESPN's app, supposed to be ESPN's Unlimited. I click in one thing, and then I go over here, and I click out. I click into another thing. Takes forever. Why is it so hard?
I'm going on a limb. I don't think the $20 credit's going to make that guy happy. I don't think the $20 is going to do it, especially when he has a hard time going to find it on the web. Anyway, so there you go. We'll keep an eye on that Disney YouTube situation, but I wanted to show you that because it was fun. All right, Costco versus Sam's Club. We are comparing everything from the prices to the quality to the membership fees to their travel section to their credit cards, every single thing. Who is really cheaper? Who is better between Costco and Sam's Club? And let's start with the membership fees straight off the bat because I think that's important. Let's take that. So Sam's, the membership fee for Sam's. Oh, this is the credit card actually. Do we have the one for the membership fees? Maybe not. That's okay. We don't, Sam. Thanks. You can take that one down. We'll get to the credit card in a minute. But let me just tell you the membership fees for Sam's. They have two tiers: $50 for their basic and $110 for their plus. And then Costco's fees are $65 for their gold star, which is basically the basic. So $15 more than Sam's Club. They have a business also at $65, and then the executive at $130 compared to Sam's higher tier, which is $110. So Costco, the $15 to $20 more expensive based on which tier you end up getting. So right off the bat, Costco more expensive. But how do they actually compare on the actual products you buy in the store? Maybe you can make up the money. Maybe Costco's cheaper. I'm testing a whole lot of products, from paper goods to food, to the meats, the chicken, olive oils, all of that. Let's jump right in with clip number 4. This is paper towels and toilet paper, Costco versus Sam's Club price.
Paper towels, this is really interesting. This is the Kirkland brand from Costco. This is Members Mark at Sam's Club. Huge price difference here. $19.99 at Costco, $19.98 at Sam's Club, but that doesn't tell the story. You're literally getting hundreds more paper towels at Sam's Club for less money. In fact, for every dollar you spend, you're getting 17% more paper towels at Sam's Club. But how do they work? Do they pick stuff up? Let's go to the floor. Okay, I have my soda here. We're gonna make a mess. I love A&W Zero Sugar, by the way. Hugely underrated. This is not a sponsorship. I just love it. Okay, make a little mess here. We're going to make a little mess here. This is Costco. This is the Kirkland brand. Let's see how this picks up. Well, forgot that one. Okay, let's see how this picks up. I'm going to fold it over just to be fair, but it's a pretty big mess. Oop, mix it up. Let's see. Like that. Like that. Okay, wipe it away. Okay, that's that. And then here is Sam's Club. Put it down like that. Like that. I got to tell you, the Sam's Club one feels thicker to me. It feels thicker. It did a better job. Look at that. That was from the first thing. And look at the, wipe it away. It's kind of better than Costco. I kind of like Sam's Club quality better too. Toilet paper, Kirkland brand from Costco here. Members Mark toilet paper from Sam's Club here. Big price difference and some interesting marketing stuff, okay? So first the price. Costco, $20.99. Sam's Club, $24.26. So this is much cheaper. But then you're like, well, hold on a minute. You're getting 45 rolls here at Sam's Club, so I'm getting more. No, because those 45 rolls only have 235 sheets. You have less rolls here, but look how many. 380 pieces of toilet paper per roll. We did the math. You're getting nearly 1,000 more pieces of toilet paper from Costco, and it's like $4 cheaper. So Costco for the win.
There you have it. So, yeah, you're paying a little more at Costco for the membership fees, but off the bat, we have a win for Costco. They're cheaper. Now, I also want to talk about the chicken and the meat. Now, chicken at Costco and the meats, but mostly the chicken, a huge loss leader for Costco and Sam's Club. Why is that? They charge way under market for the chicken because they put it in the back of the store. It brings you in. Like, for example, even I know what's happening to me psychologically. I know they're tricking me to get me there to save a little money on chicken, and I'm going to go spend $1 million on the other stuff. I still go because the chicken's good, and it's also cheaper than you'd get in the regular grocery store. So both Sam's Club and Costco are in this price battle over chicken and steak. So I compared them. Let's roll clip number 5.
This is a big one, the chicken, because at Costco, A lot has been made about how this is a loss leader. They sell chicken so cheap, and that gets people into the store, and they purposely put it, if you've noticed, into the back of Costco, so you have to go shopping elsewhere to get to the chicken. People literally go to Costco because of the cheap chicken. But guess what? It didn't win here. $2.99 per pound at Costco for the chicken. The chicken breast at Sam's Club, $2.77 a pound. This beats it by more than 20 cents. So it's pretty incredible. We've got the meats. New York strip steak. Costco, $15.99 per pound. Sam's Club, $15.98 per pound. So 1 cent cheaper per pound at Sam's Club. But what's interesting is they're both USDA choice, right? It says that on the label here too. But they're promoting at Sam's Club that this is Angus beef. And they're not saying that here at Costco. Angus is mostly a marketing tool. Supposedly there's a little more marbling, maybe a little more richer flavor, but there's not really much of a difference. Basically the same. Now to the ribeye steak. They're both USDA choice. Once again, Sam's Club is promoting it as Angus beef, whereas Costco doesn't say anything about that. They both look the same. They both look nice. Maybe Sam's Club looks a little nicer. Costco, $16.99 a pound. Sam's Club, $16.98 a pound. So you're saving a penny, and I think the steak looks a little better.
Yeah, okay. Sam's Club, not bad, but they're both pretty close. We're about to get into some big ones, and wait until you see in just a moment. We're going to get to medication and acetaminophen. There is a huge price difference, and the pills basically look the same. But before we do that, I got to get into cleaning supplies because a lot of you wrote to me saying, can you please check cleaning supplies? So we checked a bunch of cleaning supply prices as well. Roll that, clip number 6.
Into the cleaning supplies here. Fabuloso, same exact product, same amount of fluid ounces. $10.99 at Costco, $10.98 at Sam's Club. If you're a Costco fan, you are going to love this, because this is the same exact product and there's a huge price difference. Clorox, these are the toilet wands, 36 refills with the bonus handle, same exact thing. Costco, $13.99. Sam's Club, $18.48. Costco is 24% cheaper than Sam's Club. Trash bags, and there's a big difference here. We're also going to test these because sometimes you buy the generics and they're really flimsy, so I want to see. So here at Costco, the Kirkland brand, 34 cents a bag. Here at Sam's Club, it's much cheaper. It's 31 cents a bag. And there's also a big difference. The bags are bigger at Sam's Club. So these are 55-gallon. Costco's 50-gallon. It's cheaper, and you're getting more bags. So I'm going to open this up, and let's see if they're good or not. The Sam's Club bags, these are huge. Yeah, these are 55 gallons, all right. This is strong. You can't break this. This is Sam's Club bags are good. So these are cheaper and they're really good. Let's check out Costco. Okay, these are thick too. These are both thick. These are good bags. You can't rip them. All right, they're both really good bags, but Sam's Club is cheaper.
All right, Sam's Club is cheaper, and we show how weak I am. And basically, it's the opposite of a bodybuilding competition. Watch Jeff for 30 seconds trying to rip a garbage bag, but he can't, and then show that he tries to have muscles but doesn't. So, yep, Sam's Club for the win on that one, which is really cool. And now I want to talk about medication because I always get my medication from there. I'm a huge fan of generics. I'm a huge fan of store brands. It is the same stuff, often made by the same manufacturers. And by the way, just a little tease. I just got back from Sam's Club the other day. We taped an entire piece on who really makes Members Mark, who really makes the hidden name brands that you know of, you've heard of them. They make Members Mark. Same thing at Costco. I just released a video, if you go onto my YouTube channel, who really makes Kirkland. And it's all the brands you've heard of, like Starbucks makes their coffee. And there's a whole lot of stuff like that, and they try to be mysterious about it and secretive, but we're kind of breaking that out. We do the same with Sam's Club for an upcoming video. So stand by for that. Point is, I love the generics because you're basically getting name brand stuff. But on acetaminophen, for some reason, huge price difference between Costco and Sam's Club. Do you know which one is the winner? What do you guys think? Roll clip 7.
Acetaminophen. This is a big one. So this is the generic of Tylenol. And first of all, I want to show you something. So this is Kirkland from Costco, and this is the Members Mark from Sam's Club. It literally looks, can you get in there? Like the same exact pill with a different label on it, right? I mean, the light blue and the dark blue, it looks exactly the same repackaged. Anyway, huge price difference. $9.99 at Costco, $12.98 at Sam's Club. So clear winner, Costco. And by the way, I use these. Takes my headaches right away.
Yeah, so there you have it. Isn't that crazy that there's like such a price difference on that stuff? It's so weird. I also want to talk about olive oil, and on this one, we're really diving in because the thing about olive oil is, and maybe you've heard, there's a lot of fake olive oil out there. And the question is, what is the quality like? You can't just look at the price on olive oil at Costco and Sam's Club. We're going to look at the price, but you also have to look at the quality. So I want to start with the price first. I went there to check all of that out. Roll clip number 8 on the olive oil.
This is my favorite part. I've been waiting for this, olive oil, because I love olive oil. I love olive oil. Kirkland, I should mention, from Costco. This is considered one of the best olive oils in the country, consistently top rated. It's sourced. It's amazing stuff. This is amazing. This is what I use. The Sam's Club, I've never tasted it. This is their brand from Members Mark. It's pretty close in price. $17.49. They're both 2 liters. $17.49 at Costco. $17.48 at Sam's Club. And we should taste them. I wish you could taste this with me. Let's taste it. I'm gonna put it onto the spoon. Oh, it's so good. It's got a little like bite too at the end, which is kind of fun. Here's the Members Mark one. And of course, I have a different spoon. I know you'd all comment like, it's also pretty good. This one has more, the Kirkland has more bite. How am I holding my spoon? Yeah, I'm a lefty, that's why it's weird. All right, so I like the Kirkland better. But this is pretty good too. But Kirkland, cent difference.
Yeah, 1 cent difference. I love the Kirkland olive oil, and you're about to see a little more why Kirkland is the far superior olive oil to Sam's Club, regardless of price. This is an influencer named Bobby Parrish, millions of followers. He goes into different, mostly Costco and Sam's Club and stores like that, and tests the health and nutritional qualities of different foods and things like that. And he did this with olive oil, Costco versus Sam's Club. So I wanted to show that to you as well. Let's roll clip number 8A.
I like extra virgin olive oil. It's the first cold press, but I always talk about traceability with oils, and I want it to be single origin. And this Members Mark organic extra virgin olive oil is cold pressed, yes, but always look on the back or the side. And it says this is from, whoa, multiple countries. So Greece or Italy or Portugal or Tunisia or Spain. It could be up to 5 different countries here. What's the problem with that? Well, for years and years and years, I've been talking about how over 80% of extra virgin olive oil is fake. It's cut with other oils like seed oils, or it doesn't qualify to be extra virgin, or the acidity is too high. There's almost no traceability when you have 5 different countries, and the odds are not in your favor. So I like single origin, and when I look here, I see extra light, which, by the way, do you know how they get an extra light flavor? Heavy refinement here. So I don't see a good Bobby approved olive oil. Let's keep going. I do like that their avocado oil here is in glass, but we just talked about traceability, right? And this is from USA, Mexico, or Spain. Actually, I prefer my avocado oil to be from either USA or Mexico, which is why Primal Kitchen or Chosen Foods is my favorite. They throw in Spain there, so I'm not saying it's a bad oil. It's just not ideal traceability, but that is nice oil in glass bottle. So that basically wraps it up for oil here at Sam's Club. Let's mosey over to Costco. So remember, Sam's didn't have any single origin extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna show you 3 actually. The first one, dramatic pause, is 100% Italian extra virgin olive oil for a good price right here. It is in plastic, which I don't mind, but if you're a glass bottle fan, hold on for 1 second. Traceability, just Italian extra virgin olive oils, and this one actually was tested by independent labs to be 100% real, and as they would say in Seinfeld,
They're real and they're spectacular. Great little Seinfeld reference. That's probably the main reason I aired the clip. So Costco Kirkland extra virgin olive oil, cold pressed, organic is great. It's all I use in my house. I'm literally staring at a cabinet here off camera where I have I'm looking at I know I have 3 of them on that top shelf over there. So it's great and the price is right. And the Sam's Club one is just not sourced well. And olive oil is one of those things you want to be well sourced so you're not paying for fake olive oil. And speaking of olive oil, and this is like the Italian show. We talked about the pasta tariffs coming and doubling pasta prices. Is tomato sauce. I'm a huge connoisseur of tomato sauce, and I really did want to know. I've actually never had the Costco or the Sam's Club tomato sauce. I always get Rayo's, but those were cheaper, and they're in a can. So I was like, oh, canned tomato sauce? I don't know. So I wanted to check them out. So I checked the prices of the tomato sauce at Costco versus Sam's Club. Plus, I did a taste test. So let's roll that clip number 9.
Tomato sauce. This is a big one and really interesting. And we're going to do a taste test on this. You're getting the same amount, 12, 15-ounce cans in both. The Kirkland brand from Costco is organic, and you are paying for it. You'll see. So this is $12.69 at Costco. So much cheaper at Sam's Club. Just $9.48 for this. So the question is, can you really taste the difference? Let's try it out. Much, much cheaper at Sam's Club, though. But this is what you get. I need a can opener. Oh, I love these. It's disgusting. Okay. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Tomato sauce, anyone? Organic tomato sauce from Costco. Pretty good. That's good. Okay. Question is, can I tell the difference in the Sam's Club sauce that's not organic? Oh, it also has the thing. Yeah, score. I'm afraid it's going to splatter all over me. Oh, there we go. This is much more soupy, right? You can see the difference. This is Costco. It seems much thicker. Look how much more liquidy the Sam's Club one is. Sam's Club is a little more bitter, but it's good. I got to be honest. To save, it's nearly 25% cheaper. Give me liquidy.
Yeah, I mean, it was still good. What do you guys think? Join the chat. Am I being too cheap? Am I letting my cheapness get in the way of the kind of tomato sauce I want? Because now that I'm kind of watching that back, it really was very liquidy, but it didn't taste bad. I did like the texture of the Costco one, but it's so much more expensive. Join the chat. Let me know. What's going on, Cindy from Buffalo? Oh, you like the Jets? I'm so sorry. I'm a Giants fan, so I can say that. It's been a really, really bad season. Maybe we'll do a whole show about how they fired Brian Dable. You guys are having issues. Ugh, what a mess. And then finally, let's see what Trey Max is saying. It doesn't matter to me because if I doctor it up, I add extra garlic. Oh, so you take the tomato. Oh, Italian sausage, homemade meat. So you take the sauce that you buy and you actually add stuff into it. That's a really good idea. That's smart. I love that. I also wanted to, before we go, talk about milk, eggs, and snacks. There's a shopper and an Instagram influencer who went out and compared that at Costco and Sam's Club. So I want to show that as well. And that's clip number 11. Let's air that.
Costco versus Sam's, what's the difference and which one is better? When it comes to milk, Costco versus Sam, Costco actually has a much larger selection, a lot more organic options, and the price is better. Now, in terms of eggs, Costco versus Sam's Club, Costco does have some good options, but Sam's have the pasture-raised eggs. Both Sam's and Costco have large produce section, but Costco's gonna win when it comes to selection and organic options. When it comes to meat, they actually have a similar selection. Sam's Club actually has some grass-fed and finished steaks and some better prices. Snacks, Sam's versus Costco. Costco definitely has a much better selection overall and a lot of the better for you brands that I love to see. So the overall winner would definitely be Costco, but Sam did win in some categories like beef and eggs.
There you have it. And I also want to talk, sorry, there is one more thing about the travel. A lot of you don't know this, but Costco and Sam's Club both have travel departments, like full-on travel agencies. I will say, and I want to run them both down for you about what they do. Costco has a giant travel agency that does flights, hotels, cruises, vacation packages. They do just about everything. And you can save thousands of dollars on your trip. It's CostcoTravel.com. You have to be a Costco member, CostcoTravel.com. Sam's Club also does travel, but they don't do as much. Like Sam's Club's travel is like, I think they do hotels and rental cars, but they don't do vacation packages or flights. So Costco wins the travel battle. You save a lot of money on both. They're getting, really, really low wholesale prices that they're passing on to you straight from the chains, which is really cool. But Costco, you get more bang for your buck because they do flights and vacation packages and cruises, whereas Sam's really focuses on rental cars and hotels. So overall, I hate to say it, Costco's the winner. Costco is the winner when you take into account the oh, we didn't do credit cards, did we? Wait, Sam, we didn't do credit cards. That's my fault. I skipped over it. Can we go back to the credit cards? Because I promised we would do that. And can we call those up? Sorry about that. This is entirely my fault. There we go. Here's the Sam's Club credit card, 0% annual fee. You do have to have a paid membership to get a Sam's Club card. You get 1% cash back rewards and 5% on gas, which is awesome. And then compare that to the Costco credit card, $0 annual fee, 2% cash back for Gold Star, and then and executive, 4% back if you combine eligible purchases and membership. So I would actually say they're pretty equivalent on the cards, because with Costco, Sam's Club mentioned 5% off gas. At Costco, the gas stations are amazing. Costco gas is always huge discount. So that's already built in whenever you're even just a Costco member. So pretty equivalent on the credit cards. And also, Sam, you made these so pretty that I didn't want to miss them. They're really, really nice. All right, so there you go. I do think Costco is the winner. I have memberships to both, but I do like Costco better. Time for the live product test. You guys ready? Let's bring in Madison and Aaron, my
ready.
producers.
Hello.
What's going on?
I also love, by
Let's
the way,
do it.
until just now to notice, or just me to notice, we were doing a Costco versus Sam's Club, and our director's name is Sam. And
Boy, the very interesting things make you happy. I love it.
I was like, oh, Sam's Club. I was like, I wonder if he.
This whole show is basically
Anyway.
Sam's Club. Our Sam, his club. There you go. I think of very interesting things, Madison. I like it.
I know.
I think this ice cream scoop will make me happy, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Ice cream makes me happy. Exactly. So this is the heated ice cream scooper. We have a video of how this thing is supposed to work. This thing has gone pretty viral. Let's roll clip 13, and then I'll tell you about it, and we're going to test it out live. All right, so it cuts right through the hard ice cream, right? All right, we get it.
Okay.
Streets all
That woke
right.
you up. All right, so here's what you do. You take it out. It's got a USB-C charger, so you can charge it via USB-C. You got to charge the battery. You put your finger on this part right here. You see that little cutout? Can you tell? There's like a cutout part right there. See that like cutout? It's like right. See that cutout part like right there? This part
Yeah.
right there. See it?
Okay.
So you put your
There's
hand
an
on that, which you would
indentation.
normally do anyway. The minute your hand goes on that thing, the minute your thumb is on that, like that, it starts increasing the temperature. So look at that. Look at it is right now. 127 degrees, it says, on the ice cream scooper part, the metal. And I'm feeling it, and it's hot. It's hot to the touch. This is hot to the touch. And when you take your finger off of this thing, it gets cold again in 40 seconds. So there's no like fire hazard, they say. So this is hot, I will say. I have
Love it.
a tub of ice cream. Okay. This has been sitting in the
Yes,
freezer.
you
It
do.
is
Chocolate.
hard as a rock. Here we go. You ready? Wow.
That's the most
Look at
ice
that.
cream I've ever seen in my entire life.
Look how it cuts right through that, though.
Wow.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yep.
And I'll tell you the temperature now.
Ordering.
Now, oh, it's down to 107 degrees. Can you see that? 100 and whatever it is now. It's going on. But yeah, look at this. I'm telling you, this is hard ice cream. Right through.
So my top
Zero
secret-
issues.
Adjust the temperature, like if you want it extra hot versus like a balmy 100, like
It's not. I mean, it's not a complicated piece of machinery, but I think, like, I just took my finger off it. It's already down to, look, I just took my finger off it and it just dropped down to 60.
So
59.
my
I
toxic
like that
trait
as a safety precaution.
Yeah, you really have to keep your finger on
If
it
I
for it
leave
to
it
go
out,
up.
the kids aren't going to grab it and it'll still be hot.
Yeah. But it works.
I
Okay,
would
so
put
this
it
we
in
got.
my coat pocket and use it as a hand warmer. I don't understand why, like, that would be my toxic trait. I would keep it
Well,
in my car and like hold on to it before I start the car and warm up my
Well, but you know they make hand warmers, right? You don't need to bring the ice cream scooper.
But it's rechargeable, it's sustainable, and it's a cool shape, and I can hold on to it for dear life and warm up my hands
Well, you know what?
before the car.
I'll
warms
ship it
up.
to you then, Madison. If you want to use this as a hand warmer, I will ship this to you and you can use it as a hand warmer. But it also
I'll
works
send
with
you
an ice
some
cream
hand
scooper.
warmers.
$27.99 on Amazon. As you know, as always, I put the product, the link to my Amazon store right in the description of the video if you want to purchase it. We only put the ones up there that work. We never put the ones up that don't. So anything on there are all the products featured on Rossen Reports that have passed our tests and are approved. So it's on there right now, $27.99. I love it. My son's obsessed with this. So we're going to be using it. There you go. It works.
Can we put it in the dishwasher? That's a question.
Not dishwasher safe. Good question.
Great
Not
question.
dishwasher
Thanks,
safe.
Larry.
Yep.
Yep.
There's Erin, the buzzkill.
All right.
I'm kidding. No,
giving the
no,
viewers
it was
support.
good information. I'm glad you brought that up. Not dishwasher safe. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Run out and get pasta before the tariffs get into effect, before the prices double. We are here all the time for you. Always join the chat. I'm on it all day long answering whatever questions you have. And we will see you again on Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care.